welcome. You're watching Don Bosco Media Network. This is Monli Saurambai, bringing to you the Salesian news across the globe. The work of the International Congress of Salesian Works and Social Services proceeds. Gathered at Valdocco, the 300 delegates representing all of the congregations, provinces and vice provinces continue their in-depth study of issues inherent to the service of human promotion in the style of Don Bosco. Following the lengthy program of activities, the morning opened with the Lectio Divina curated by Father Rafael Berjano, reference person for social works within the Youth Ministry Department and Congress Coordinator, and Mr. Javier Caraba Rodriguez, a specialist in communication and identity and linked to the Salesian environment. The two illustrated a new reading of the Gospel episode of the resurrection of the son of Nain's widow. If on the first day only the contrast between the world of joy, animated by the presence of Jesus, and the world of sorrow, represented by the people of Nain, had emerged, now the encounter between the two groups is presented as the confrontation between two opposing forces from which a winner must emerge. Where Jesus appears, everything will be permeated by his love and cannot pass through people's lives without radically changing things in them. The Salesian University Unisalesiano, belonging to the province of Brazil Campo Grande BCG, has developed its first center or hub for distance education, built in the village of Meruri, more than 900 kilometers from the university's nearest campus, that of Aratuba. This new hub, built for the Unisalesian pedagogy course, is part of a larger education extension project promoted by the Salesian Mission in the indigenous communities of Meruri and São Marcos in the Brazilian state of Mato Grosso, and will benefit the education of 46 indigenous Bobororo people living in Meruri. The first online lecture took place on the evening of September 12th, when Unisalesiano students gathered in a village setting to hear a talk by the Distance Education Course Coordinator, Professor Elaine Cristina Meriri da Silva. The lecture was also virtually attended by the Vice-Chancellor for Teaching, Research and Postgraduate Studies, Professor Andre Ornelas, who explained the history of Unisalesiano and the importance of taking an academic path. Bringing education, technology and providing opportunities for personal and professional growth is part of the mission of the Salesians, Professor Ornelas said. One Talk Bosco, a Salesian youth movement activity, resumed after a span of 2 years. 126 participants celebrated the enjoyable weekend in reflection, prayer, sharing and renewing their commitment of faith and action. The theme for the event was Do All Through Love. It was held at Don Bosco Technical School, DBTS, Gabutu, Port Moresby from 23rd to 25th September 2022. The different areas were beautifully decorated by Ms. Joanna Echo and the team with the assistance from the Employment-Oriented Skills Development Training, students, sessions on the environment, self-care, Strena 2022 and social media were felicitated by Ms. Miwasa, Ms. Teresa Sovova, Father Angel Sanchez and Father Ambrose Pereira, while the good night talks were given by Father Pedro Sachitula, SDB, Rector, and Mr. Jorge Isiamo, member of the pastoral team. From September 23rd to 25th, the 6th National Youth Day was held in Loja, centered on the theme, Mary got up and left without delay. The event was attended by some 7,000 young people, 21 bishops and more than 100 priests and nuns who spread their joy throughout the city. The Salesian family participated with the Salesians of Don Bosco and the Daughters of Mary Help of Christians, who accompanied delegations of the Salesian Youth Movement (SYM) from the cities of Guayaquil, Rocafuerte, Rojabamba and Quito. Together, they spread and shared the Salesian charism with young people from various parishes. Bishop Andres Carrascoca, Apostolic Nuncio of Ecuador, urged the young people to encounter God, leaving behind bad things, inviting them to be free, fruitful and full of faith. The St. Thomas Theological Institute of Messina kicked off the 2022-23 academic year on September 26 with a Eucharistic celebration presided over by Father Giovanni Di Andre, Provincial of the Salesians of Sicily and Tunisia, surrounded by presbyters from the Salesian and academic community, students and faculty. During his homily, the Provincial invited everyone to study for life, where the Lord calls us to be witnesses and to be a sign of hope in the places and times in which we live, still characterized by the effects of the pandemic, by the war behind our doors, by an economic and energy crisis that is putting many families in difficulty. Studying and deepening the mystery of Christ must help us to conform ourselves to Him. It is not enough just to pass the exam. So concluded Father D. Andre. In this year, but as always, attention to the other, welcoming those around me, even among the corridors of the Institute, will be fundamental. The family atmosphere that characterizes St. Thomas and the variety of charisms and cultures that constitute makes it a beautiful testimony of ecclesial and human communion. So viewers, that is all we have for you today. Until we meet again, thank you for watching.